Okay, I owe you guys a huge apology or a big explanation, if that makes sense. Good morning. Welcome back to the channel. You definitely read that thumbnail and that title correct. I am selling the G35. I plan on making a lot more videos about this, but we're down to the last minute as per usual. And the car is essentially gone, probably gone by the time you're seeing this video. It might be, it might not be. Hopefully I can pump out a couple more videos with it, but yeah, car's gone. This box right here, as you can see, beautiful, carparts.com, is kind of the last little thing going on with the G. So, you know, I'm a Minnesota resident. I live in Texas. I'm a student still. I'm young. Yeah, we're getting rid of the car back in Minnesota. I've got a pretty cool replacement for the car that you're going to see on the channel soon. But as of right now, the valve covers are leaking, as most G35s happen. So I'm going to try to drop this bad boy off to get the valve covers fixed because someone stole my tools off my porch, so I couldn't even do it myself if I wanted to. But I've just been too busy. So we're going to drop the G off to get the valve covers fixed. And yeah, in that box is the valve covers. I'm going to stop by Advanced and grab a couple gaskets that I don't have. And then hopefully in the next few clips, the car will be picked up. It will be fixed. And we'll be on our road again. There's two. Yo, this came with a $10 DoorDash coupon. What? Thanks, carparts.com. You want to sponsor me? $100 wine voucher? I don't drink wine, but thanks. Oh, that was horrible. Brand new valve covers, baby. We've got the O-rings already in here. So, if you don't know, this is what's leaking. This bad boy right here. This is actually high quality. Okay, cool. Okay, I have a way of starting these vlogs right before I'm supposed to go on a trip. I am running extremely late, as per usual. So the last clip you saw, I was dropping off the G. The G did get dropped off. New valve covers were installed. Also got an oil change. She's met. In the past 6 months, she's got a new radiator, new lower control arms, new valve cover gaskets and valve covers, and new oil. We're golden. Gotta put this stuff in the car and then make a 950-mile trek back to Minnesota. So yeah, I was supposed to leave 6 hours ago. We're not gonna get there until like 5 a.m. now. So let's pump on through it. Also, big shout out to the boys at First Choice Auto. If you're in Dallas, go there. End of story. Coolest dudes ever. They got the car done in a really fast amount of time, and I'm definitely gonna like take my future cars there. They're the best. They're the best. But yeah, let's go. I almost forgot. Definitely need to plug this bad boy up. This is my brother's radar detector, just an old Beltronics thing he found somewhere, but it works pretty well. But if anyone from Escort is watching this video, hit me up. You want to do a sponsorship? Because I love your radar detectors, and I really like a Max 360 Ci. If that could work, you know. Can't get any more tickets. I already got one last month, so got to get this hooked up, and we are on our way, people. I don't know if you can hear me over the car or see me because of the sun, but this new Subway menu, they did their thing with this one. That's why I say it. Oh man, I hope this mic can hear me right. Yeah, this is probably bad lighting. I don't know. Coming through Kansas City finally. So we're making up for lost time. I was supposed to leave, like I said, at 6 a.m. I left at noon. So from Texas to Kansas City, and the G's doing great.
North Fort Des Moines.
All right, so I should probably tell you guys why I'm selling the G, because I just kind of dropped a bomb and it just went about my day. So as you know, I've had the G for 5 years now. Got this one in 2017. I had another one before that I got for my first car in 2016 that unfortunately got totaled. And yeah, so ended up with this one. Got it for a good deal. It only had 68,000 miles on it at the time. And fast forward 5 years, it's got 152,000 on it now. And I mean, the thing's been bulletproof, you know. I mean, it is a Nissan underneath, but honestly, even a lot of the common G35 problems I haven't had. This is probably the only VQ that has never seen the low oil light. This thing doesn't really burn oil that much. I haven't noticed it. All my window regulators still work just fine. The doors do try to kill you when you close, but yeah, no, only the things I've had to replace on this car are the lower control arm bushings, which tend to go out on these cars. And then actually just today I picked it up from replacing the valve covers, because the valve cover gaskets tend to leak. But I ended up, my coil pack bolt had gotten broken into one, and it was time for new valve covers. Did that today, which is why I'm so late on this journey, and I left at noon instead of 6 a.m. But it's beautiful. You know, we're in Kansas City right now, so we're over halfway there. So we'll thug it out for the rest of the day. But anyway, back to why I'm selling the car. So yeah, you've watched my walk around video. You know all the mods I've done to it. But as far as reliability, the thing is solid. The trans is great. The diff was fine. Engine's strong. I haven't had any problems other than the ones you already know about, which are kind of common, but also maintenance for a 150,000 mile car. But on top of that, I mean, I've driven this thing to and from Texas a total like 4 times. I think this is the second or third time I've driven it back from Texas, and I drove it down twice. So it's done that trip a few times. It's been to Houston a bunch of times. I drove this dang thing to San Francisco from Dallas, which is 1,500 to 2,000 miles each way. It's a 25-hour journey. I went through Phoenix. This thing's been everywhere, and it's a trooper. Still, I've had no issues. I love this freaking car. I mean, I built it out to where I pretty much wanted it visually. The only things I didn't get a chance to do were obviously a manual swap and a stronger motor. I want more power because I've grown and I've experienced other things with a lot more power. So every time I get back in this, it just feels kind of yay. But no, the car's solid. I really like it. I still get compliments on it every time I drive it, and it's a great car. So kind of sad to see it go. But the next thing that's coming on the channel is right. Like the smile lets you know. Like the next car that is replacing this G is going to be awesome. So stay tuned for that. I'm probably going to drop one more video with the G, just doing like an overall, just long-term review of the thing. So I don't want to go too in-depth here about that. But yeah, I mean, the thing's great, you know. But the next car is going to be revealed in like 2 videos from now. You'll probably, I don't know if you'll see it at the end of this video. I might do a little hint, a little tease, but the thing's been great. I'm actually driving home now to pick that car up. So as you see this car is actually live for sale. It might be sold by the time this video goes up, because when I put the listing up, 75 people contacted me and PM'd me about this. So I don't even know how I'm going to meet that many people to see the car. So whoever gives me the first offer with the highest will probably take this thing home. But I hope the next person who owns it enjoys it as much as I did. Thing's been great. I do love the car. I am kind of going to miss it, but I'm excited for the next build. And yeah, so just going to thug out the rest of this drive and see you in Minneapolis. Whoa, I forgot to mention one more thing. Another thing about this car is, like, since I've had it for so long, and like I really wish that I took it more seriously as far as the vlogs go, because I had been recording content with this car since I was 16. And like most of the transformation is kind of documented. Like I made a whole video of how to install the coilovers on this thing. I just never uploaded. That was my biggest issue all through high school and even through most of college. I wasn't consistent with my uploads, and I feel like if I would have been, I mean, I've had the car for almost 5 or 6 years now. So like if I would have remained consistent throughout those 6 years, my channel probably could have been much larger than it actually is. But you know, that's my own fault. Anyway, with the next car, I intend to post uploads consistently. I don't know if that's once a week, once every 2 weeks, but it will be a lot more content coming your way. I really wish I was able to do a little bit more with this, because we got some crazy stuff we did with this, between this and Sam's Mustang and, you know, Finn's cars and Braden's, like so much stuff that this car has been through. Like even the headliner, it's off right now because my phone's charging. I had to unplug the stars, but even like the Starlight, like I literally did everything to this car with my own 2 hands with my friends, and that's what makes it so special. Obviously, I didn't paint it. That's the one thing I didn't do, but everything else was pretty much us figuring stuff out as high schoolers,
because we kind of
awesome.
We broke something, but we did.
That is one regret I have about this car, is I wish I made more content with it, but you know, we can only fix it for the future. So the next one will have a lot more content, and you guys try to guess in the comments what the next car is, because you're not going to be able to guess it.
Hours later.
Well, I make it all the way to Minnesota and get about 80 miles out, and the whole tire comes off the fucking wheel. So yeah, this should be interesting. Okay, I'm just recording this on my phone because my camera is somewhere back there. But it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I have finally made it home. I would have been here 3 hours ago if that bad boy didn't want to do what he did. So we have a little more than just to detail the G tomorrow. We gotta find new tires, so that's always fun. I don't know what happened. It's looking like either I was already cording and it gave way, or it wore down and exploded. I don't know. Considering that half the tire is still, it didn't debead, which I thought it debeaded at first, but half the tire is still over there. But yeah, okay. So it got real. I thought I was on ice. That's what it felt like. The whole car. It was really weird. I drove all the way from Texas, perfectly fine. As soon as I got into Minnesota, this happened. It's like, you can look at it as either a curse or a blessing. Like, it happened so close to home, yay, or why did it happen? The crazy part is, I was just about to get off and go to a gas station. And I was like, now I got enough gas to make it back to the cities, which in fact I did. But as soon as I drove past that gas station, this happened. Like, I walked back to the gas station to try to find whatever, but it was a long story. We ended up getting it fixed. We're good. I had to drive, if you know Minnesota at all, I had to drive from, was that New Prague? No, what am I talking about? That is, I can't even think right now. I forgot the name of the city already, but it's like the first city you come through when you get to Minnesota. I can't even think of the name. It starts with an A, but I can't even think of the name. Yeah, I really can't think of it. Anyway, from there all the way to the cities at 50 miles an hour, because I was afraid of that donut exploding, or the other tire, because I think they're both kind of worn. So if this one went out, the other one probably will too. So I drove all the way back 50 miles an hour. There was fog. It was bad. But we're here. And I'm staring at the garage door that has my replacement car in it. And I'm very, very happy. And nope, I reprogrammed these. Oh, no. All right, well. Can't open the garage. But I know it's in there, and it's awesome. And so, oh, wait. There we go.